Feast your eyes, Patrick.
Welcome back, Battery Pack! Oh my goodness, I did it! I did it! Top 4 at a regional, baby! Woo! They said it wasn't possible. They said I wasn't smart enough, but that doesn't matter. When you got heart, when you got soul, when you got dedication, and the power of big, basic battery! Woo! Oh my gosh, I will be insufferable for the rest of my life. I will not switch up on my day ones because you guys were here when I wasn't a regional top 4 Andy. That's right, you were here! You were here! Thank you for the resub. Appreciate the 50 months. Grapevine, welcome back. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my gosh, dude. It's. I don't know what to say. I'll never question the captain's course again. T-Tor! Shout out T-Tor. Appreciate the primer. Shout out T-Tor. It wouldn't. I'm not even kidding. Without T-Tor housing me. I messaged T-Tor, he's a VGC player. I messaged him and he was like, are you going to Orlando? He said, yes, I'm trying to get some points for VGC. And I was like, is there any way I can get in on your housing? He said yes. Had he not said yes, had he not got me in on his housing, I would have not gotten top 4 at Orlando. So shout out T-Tor, appreciate it. Man, oh my gosh, I will be riding this high for the rest of my life. I will be so annoying about it. I will constantly limitless check people. It's you don't even know. You don't even know, man. No, for real. Shout out T-Tor. That's my streamer. Yeah, no, because dude, the options were there were oh my god. It was fate. It was fate. My goodness. Gambling is the toughest last name of all time. Thank you. I'm a gambling man, you know? That's what I do. That's what I do. Oh my gosh. Welcome in everybody. Dr. Callahan, it was great seeing you. Giving you a radiant charge. What's up, Ampasant? Shout out Ampasant. Shout out Ampasant Oil Company. I would have not been able to even go to Orlando had it not been for Ampasant Oil Company funding the trip. So thank you. So shout out T-Tor, shout out T-Tor, shout out Ampasant. Shout out literally everybody who's been there since before I was up. Literally everybody who's here right now. Smash is followed. All rise for Pokemon for. Yeah, new profile picture, by the way. I changed my profile picture for like the first time in, I don't know, the 8 years I've been streaming. I don't know. 7, maybe, I think. What's up, Phoebe Hyper? How you doing? Didn't mean to brag, but I have a signed charge bug. True. And if you want a signed charge bug, I will be going to LA Regionals giving out more. So and NAIC. So if you want one, walk up to me. You know, you guys know what I look like, so don't be afraid to say hi. Oh my gosh, dude, the limitless check is gonna go crazy, bro. I got some feats now. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Thank you for the gifted sub, Triforce to Dr. Callahan. Appreciate the gifties. Oh, would you look at that? You know what's crazy, bro? I earned a regional top 8 map before I earned a League Cup champion map. I'm not even kidding. I don't even go to League Cups because I stream on Saturdays and most of them are on Saturdays. I'm not even kidding. Dude, I do have to go to locals though. I actually do have to go to locals though. It's crazy, bro. Just too good. Just built different, man. But thank you for the gift of sub. Appreciate it. I don't know, dude. Dude. All right, back to a good looking stream. Thank you. Appreciate it, Triforce. Oh my gosh. We got some feats. But yeah, today we are gonna go over the Cinderella run. The insane Cinderella run that I had going to Orlando Regionals. It was crazy. They said it wasn't possible, and yet here I am. They're saying fourth is a new first. That's what I'm hearing. I'm getting word from, yeah, I'm getting word from our sponsors. Yes, fourth is a new first, of course. Until I get first, maybe. But yeah, we're here. It's amazing. I'm losing my mind. Of course, I'm gonna Donut Wall some shit all throughout. You guys are used to me Donut Walling stuff, but man, oh my gosh, my limitless is empty. I do not deserve to type this. No. Everyone, if you can type in chat, let me know. Hey, you know what, dude? You know what's crazy? I did see that some of you guys were charging in the stream chat. Wow, Azul's a believer in you. Never forget that. True. At Azul, I was watching the Azul stream and they were all saying how Joltik would have won it all. Damn, I know it was so close. I gotta go over that too. But it was so. Honestly, I'll take it. The most successful American Joltik box player. Woo! But yeah, dude, let's make a YouTube video. This is gonna be part of the YouTube video. Say hi, YouTube. Everyone say hi, YouTube. Everyone say hi. Any waivers? Everyone in the chat say Kappa. Hi, YouTube. There it is. Whoa. Hype train. Whoa. I don't know why that's a thing, but that's a thing, I guess. It just shows up sometimes. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, this is going to be potentially made into YouTube, hopefully made into a YouTube video. It's going to be bold words. I got top 4 at Orlando Regionals. Crazy. How I accidentally, I'm not even kidding, how I accidentally got top 8 at Orlando Regional. It is actually crazy, man. And, okay, hold on a second. So, let's discuss the run, shall we? A little bit. Okay, so Regional Orlando, Florida, 2,745 players, more players than Houston, more players than Seattle. Yes, of course. So let's see what kind of players were here. Let's see. James Kowalski. Okay. Truan Tran, Dan. Sure. I don't know. Liam Halliburton? You know, pretty decent player for sure. Let's see if I recognize anyone else here. I mean, there were some big top players, man. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, hold on. Is it better if I? Oh, you know what? I might have to go like half. I might have to shift this over to the half. That's much better. Let's see. Oh, Henry Chow got 81st. Interesting. Brent Tonneson. I've heard that name. Yes. Justin Newdorf. Let's see. Tord Reckliv. 66. I heard he had a pretty spicy list. Gabriel Smart, Lucas Zing. Wow. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously Isaiah Williams, like there's some Isaiah Bradner. Wow. Interesting. And then let's see, what else? Who else was here? Oh, Matt Bridges. Dude, I know that guy. We made a collab video. Wow. And then let's see. Jackson Ford. Wait a minute. Pause. That's right. Yeah, that's me. You might be wondering how I got there. Who is that at number 4? Who is that at top 4? Out of all these players that traveled across the world, we see number 4. Who is this? Makoto Gamblin. Why, none other than this person right here. 4th place at Regional Orlando. 78th place at Regional Portland. 5K cash. Officially has the T4. Most successful Joltik box player. Number 4, most successful American Joltik box player. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. And then, here's the kicker. Seattle Regionals could have been Ascended Heroes format, but it wasn't. So, this was definitely not Ascended Heroes format. So, if we go from here on out, was there a higher placement than 4th in Ascended Heroes format? In seniors, I guess there was a senior got 4th. But what about Masters Division? It appears it is I. It is I. Wow, quite interesting. Yeah, I think we need to go over this run. I think we do need to. Mog Tord. We did kind of Mog Tord. Low key. But I mean, dude. Forrest Allen said great send off for Joltik box. That's what I'm saying. It was very close. It was very close to top 2, but did I brick against? No, I will go over that. Yeah. So we start off the day strong. We beat a Mega Absol box. They didn't know how to play the matchup. I'll be real. They put out Cornerstone, but they didn't charge up Cornerstone fast enough. I just was taking prizes from Mega Absol, getting 3 prizes. It was farm. And then one of my only losses, one of my only 2 losses going into top cut was against I think it's pronounced Angel, but he played the matchup correctly. Props to him. Apparently didn't make day 2, but props to him. He just went double Cornerstone. It was tough, but I still took a game off. And then I matched up against this Japanese player, Yoshiaki Yamamoto. I thought, is this like a Japanese top player that I don't know of? No, it was just a Japanese player that was like networking with some of the vendors there because he's opening a card store in Japan. And but he still was like, you know, pretty decent. It was close for like the first game. I was sweating, but he gave me what's it called? I closed out. How did I close that one out? Oh yeah, he just whiffed. Like he whiffed the combo he needed to win. Basically, he needed to get Mega Lopunny, but he had no way to directly search into Mega Lopunny. And by getting rid of his last Gimme Ghoul, he had no way to like draw into it. Besides Lunar Cycle, and he didn't get there. Jill just talking Japanese the whole time. Yes, we did play in Japanese actually, which was pretty fun. I was like, Akamatsu tsukaimasu. Tebari shimasu. And then played against the Dragapult Dusknoir. This one was pretty scary, you know? One of the scarier matchups for Joltik box, but we get there. And like poetry. My next loss that put me on the ropes was Festival Lead. Shout out to Ampasan, shout out to Chris Cesar, and shout out to the #1 Festival Lead guy, A-Dog. They let me know how bad this matchup is. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And my opponent did not know that it was a bad matchup. You know what it was? It was unfair stamp Diplin. Who does that? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I was able to finagle out a win. But it wasn't enough to take the whole set. Let me see if I can pull up actually, you know what, I have this. There we go. Yeah, the Diplin, it was like all my losses were game 3 losses. I didn't get 2-0'd. Not a single time. I tell you what, dude, isn't that so cool though? Like me and Matt and I, the 2 highest placing Joltik box players at Orlando Regionals, after we did that collab stream going over all the tech cards, we didn't even do the same 60. We had like different takes on it, but I think both really good takes on the deck too, and we did amazing. So I beat this Dragapult player, and I lose to Festival Lead, who didn't know. He was like scared. He was like, oh dude, I'm so scared because Iron Hands, and I was like, I don't get set up fast enough. Come on now. And this Bolt right here, this Rangeable Olicron, it was technically a Boltic deck, but yeah, they this set up Iron Hands once, and then I just kept on Topaz Bolting. So, beep. But yeah, and then I beat this Goldenga Lunatone. It was this matchup is just literally whoever takes the first 2 prizes. I lost the first match, and then yeah, I just won 2 straight. I think actually this 3rd game he like bricked so hard, and you know what's crazy, dude? I took the ID into phase 2 against this guy who had like so many ties. Look at how many ties this guy had. He was like 403. I think he was like 403 when he matched up into me, and I didn't even know that he was playing Goldengo. I think it would have been a coin toss if I played against it, but dude, I just straight up took the ID because I genuinely did not think I was going to be able to make top cut. I was just like, I just want to make phase 2. I just want to make a phase 2, one more phase 2 with Joltik box before it rotates so that I can say I day 2'd twice with Joltik box. And then somehow I just win every single phase 2 match. Yeah, I did get blessed with a no-show. We take those, by the way. But yeah, dude, this Gardevoir right here, oh my gosh, dude, crazy stuff. So my first match of like actual day 2, right? This was like day 1 technically, but yeah, my first match of day 2 was against Richard. Dude, you can't draw this up any better. I played during my 78th place run at Portland. I played against Richard and I lost. Yeah, Richard's really good. No, Richard's really good. Very respectable player too. I lost to Richard at Portland Regionals, and it was my only loss in phase 2 at Portland Regionals. I won the other 3 that I played. But then when I faced him right here, ooh, and you know what's crazy? The Tool Scrapper, dude, I'm so glad I put Tool Scrapper in my list. I would have not won this. I probably wouldn't have won this without Tool Scrapper. Tool Scrapper worked overtime in this match. So, huge. Andres seemed very visibly mauled because I just won 2 straight in a row, but in game 2, he did like Dragapult damage spread, right? And then when he swung into my Iron Hands with like Charizard, he was like 10 damage short. And he was like, huh? And I was like, yeah, I pointed to the Bravery Charm, and he was like, oh. We take those. Yeah, great stuff. And then what was the next one? Oh yeah, Andrew Mashburn, very nice person. Also like half Japanese person, so we spoke a little bit of Japanese at the beginning, but we played out the set in English and whatnot. I don't think I saw the Jellicent. I don't think he ever went to like Jellicent mode. And I think like there were a couple. I think these 2 matches that I did play, I was wondering, like there were some moments where I was like, I feel like they could have just not taken the knockout so that I don't get access to Fez. But we take those. Being Guardy twice, day 2 with Joltik is actually diabolical. I know. W being Andres, that guy was mean when I played it. Dude, okay, I think all of my, like every single one of my phase 2 and top cup players were like super chill. Andres, I don't think he was particularly mean to me, but he definitely did not seem like he was having a fun time playing against me. But, you know. It was like a very neutral match, dude. And then I match up against Jose on the featured station. I thought it was over. He flipped over Abra, and I genuinely thought it was over. Cause, dude, I don't know if I can like pull up the statistics. Is there like a Jerry? Can we pull that up, Jerry? Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you can like pull up the stats on it, but dude, I swear, bro, the Alakazam matchup is like super hard, bro. I don't think you win that in any shape or form usually, and which is exactly what happened right here. The first match, it was just like a normal match. I couldn't set up a second Iron Hands in time, and even if I did, I just didn't have any ways to get the last 2 prizes before he was just going unga bunga. And then as we were shuffling up for game 2, I was like, my only out, like I was like, oh, what are my outs? And we were like having a fun time too, because like, you know, such a like silly matchup, right? It's so free for them. And I was like, okay, what are my outs? I need you to like brick twice in a row. He basically bricked twice in a row. He half bricked game 2. Like he still got his Alakazams out, but like 1 or 2 of his Alakazams were like prized until the very end, which did help me like essentially take 4 prizes with Iron Hands. And as long as you take 4 prizes with Iron Hands before they take 4 prizes on you, like you're set in that matchup. But that doesn't happen often enough, especially with like Pokepad now, right? It was tricky. But yeah, and then game 3, dude, the game 3 was crazy. I don't know if I said this on stream yet, but game 3, he gets to decide to go, he gets to go turn 1 going second, right? So and on top of that, my start is just Iron Hands, alone Iron Hands. Like, that was the only basic I had in my hand. So I start Iron Hands, and I only had one Nest Ball. So I was like, okay, Nest Ball for, it's not even worth it to Nest Ball for like Latias. It's better if I just Nest Ball for like Miraidon, and then Tandem Unit out another Iron Hand, so that at least like thin the deck out a little bit more, and hope that I can get a Latias out next turn. I manually attach one lightning energy to Iron Hands, and then I pass it over to him. He has a lone Abra in the active. He looks at his hand, and he does Boss's Orders to my bench to Iron Hands, and then he passes. And I was like, I had Grass Energy in hand, I had Crispin in hand, and I had Iron Leaves in hand. You know where this is going, right? So I go Crispin, Grass Energy, Psychic Energy. I put the Psychic Energy in hand, Grass Energy gets attached to Iron Hands. I manually attach the Grass Energy to Iron Hands, and then I slam down Iron Leaves. Bam! Rapid Vernier, donk. That was probably, yeah, the Alakazam match was easily the luckiest match I had the entire weekend. It was crazy. And had I not won it, I wouldn't have been able to make it to Top Cut. So, crazy stuff, crazy work. And then against the Frostlass, against this Marty's Grimstar Frostlass, who was that? No, it was Arjun. Yeah, this was like, I mean, it was pretty straightforward. Both Jackson 4 and Arjun, it was like, I'm definitely favored in that matchup. I'm not going to act like it isn't favored. And this is also kind of favored too, but they can do some pretty tricky stuff. Dude, open deck list is kind of crazy, yo. I will say. I don't know what to say. I think easily my most skillful match was against Yihao, because we did deck list exchange, and when I saw that his only gusting options were 2 counter catchers and no boss, we got to a point where I couldn't take a knockout with Pikachu without getting a boss, but I can't play Pokégear because he kept on itchy-pawing me. So what I did was I did Jolting Charge to Mew and Fez, and then I started genome hacking itchy-pollening so that I could stop him from using items. And it was an itchy-pollen war for like 3 turns before I finally did a Cruel Arrow knockout on his benched Monkey-Dory to go down to last prize, because he just statistically wouldn't have been able to, like, by knocking out that Monkey-Dory, he does not have enough damage to like move over to take like a 4 prize turn, I think, or yeah, something like that. And yeah, and then I take out, and then he puts down Shaman to stop me from doing the Cruel Arrow again, but then I just go boss and knock out the Cruel Arrow, the Shaman, and I win. Crazy stuff. But what a run, what a run. I don't even know what to say. Some of these matches where I think it's like ad break right now, so I'll just like ramble on for, I mean, well, a good chunk of you guys are actually just subs, so it doesn't matter. But man, I'm losing it. So yeah, dude, and you know what's crazy? All 3 of these guys, I think like Noah, Jackson, and Yihao, all 3 of these guys ended up like, we became mutuals on Twitter. They were all so like fun to play against. They were like very respectful. We were having a fun time the whole time while there was like chaos going on the stream setup and like unsportsmanlike conduct and all that going on. I was going like I was having the most fun playing like pretty much all of these people. Like they were just very like basically almost all of my phase 2 opponents were just like very like, I don't think like, you know, some of the players that I played in like phase 1 were definitely like, you know, visibly upset when they lost, like as most people are. But yeah, no, just like it was like a genuine pleasure to play like most of the people that I played in like phase 2 and Top Cut. And I think that is like what happens when you play against like, you know, better players, is that they know that there's no point in getting so tight over this, right? It is what it is. But you beat Andres. He was something to me at Portland when I didn't concede round 7. Got to, oh, that was that. Yeah, okay, yeah. I definitely, no shade. I mean, no shade, but yeah, I definitely. This was like a very neutral match for sure, and he seemed very annoyed that he was losing. But Molerator, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. I'm getting added for the Pokemon Jam is wow, so cool. But yeah, dude, that's crazy. Drop something like, oh, cool. But yeah, and so my match against like so yeah, dude. And you know what's crazy? I played like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I played 9 matches all the way, like 9 of my matches went the distance, the full 3 games, and not a single one of my matches went to time. Not a single one went to time. I mean, that's probably because of Joltik Box, but I will say there is a reason why I even started playing Miraidon based decks is because they play fast. You never tie. You like almost never tie unless your opponent is like intentionally slow playing. We don't talk about how I got a lot of ties at Vegas. That's I don't know what that is. Because it wasn't me. Because look at me. I'm playing with urgency. I'm Mr. Batman. We talked right after round 7. Thank you for the card, Boo, and sliming my boy Yeehaw. Of course. Pleasure to do so. Captain 767ER with the 10 gifties. Appreciate the gifties. Dump. Welcome everyone who just got gifted from the very generous dono gift sub from Captain 767, the other Oiler that we have here. The OG Oiler, if you will. I look for half an hour. He's still yapping on his win shake, man. It's so conceited. Dude, I will be conceited for the rest of my life over this win. over this result, man. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Is Adon, is that the top 4 Joltik Box Master double rare? That is correct. And yeah, when I lost to this festival lead, I was like, it was poetry. I lost to this festival lead, and I proceeded to never lose until the very end when I got top 4. If that's not poetry, I don't know what is, man. If that's not poetic, I don't know what is. But yeah, dude, crazy run. And this match against Zorak, it actually literally came down to, so the board state was like, basically Noah does like, dude, he attacked with Darmanitan, ends Darmanitan. He does the first attack that does like a bunch of damage based off of like energy in the discard pile, which critically does not kill my Miraidon, which was actually huge because, you know, it took me away from using like, I think Fez or something, like I forget, but like basically he was like setting up for like a 2 prize. I knew he had like boss in hand. There's nothing I can do about it because I don't have Iono, so he was most likely just going to do boss. Like next turn he was just going to go copy Darmanitan and do the 90-90 and then hit Mew for super effective damage ×2. And there was nothing I could do to stop that from happening. So the only way that I could have won from that position was Topaz bolting the Darmanitan in the active by hitting a Crispin off of a Pokégear. And with 3 Crispins still left in deck out of like a 30 card deck or something, I don't know how many there were. But with 3 Crispins left, I play the Pokégear, I whiff Crispin, and then, you know, at that point it was over. Because had I knocked out the Darmanitan, he wouldn't be able to do like a 4 prize turn, and then the next turn I could just go for either another Topaz Bolt or, you know, if he went for like a knockout, then I could just go Bear and then I win, right? So yeah, I definitely needed that Crispin, and he acknowledged that too. He's just like, yeah, you really needed that Crispin there, and otherwise I would have, if you hit that Crispin there, I would have probably lost. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then, you know what's crazy? I flip over my deck. After the match ends. Or like after I do the, I forget, it was like, I flip over my deck after I go for the search for like, I do like a tandem unit search. To like double check where those Crispins were after I whiff the Crispin. I turn my deck around, they're all at the bottom of the deck, back to back to back. They're like 3 Crispins stacked up next to each other, and like I had the headset on, but I could still hear the crowd go like, ooh, ooh. So, but the thing is like, as bad luck as, you know, as bad as it was whiffing that Crispin right here, the reason why I even got to like top cut was because I Omega donked this Alakazam and high rolled, like, you know, basically like farmed like a, you know, a 1.5 brick against this Alakazam to Dunsparce. So I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't mind that I got hit by variants here because I got blessed by like godly variants against this Alakazam to Dunsparce. I cannot stress enough that this was the make or break for my run. Just logged in. Congrats on that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Top 4, baby. Yeah, Azul's blessing the whole way through it. Did you see that? I did not see like what Azul said, but I'm glad that I got his blessing, man. And hopefully I can see him at like NAIC if he goes and, you know, say hi to him and whatnot. Insanely cool run. Very cool. My only loss was to the person who ended up winning the entire tournament. So if that ain't motion, I don't know what is. What a run. What a run, huh? Yeah, I think that's just basically it. I mean, not a single one of my losses were 2-0 losses. I put up a good fight on my losses too. I'm late. No, you're not late, because I also got to give a special shout out to Blue Bronco in chat, aka Matt Bridges, the second highest placing Joltik box player. There he is. Dude, oh my god, the fact that we dodged this Crustle. How many Crustles made day 2? Dude, it was so goated that we dodged Crustle. Ain't that crazy? But I'll sleep again because I got sick as soon as I got home. Oh yeah, dude. I not this tournament, but after Houston, I got the Houston Regionals plague for sure. Shout out Blue Bronco for sure. 16 made day 2. Hard dodged. Dude, it's so fun. Dude, this is such a funny graphic. Just seeing like the 2 Joltik boxes right here in the sea of like, you know, Grimmsnarls and Absol boxes. Like all the dark type decks. And then 2 Gardevoirs. Very funny. Champions out? WW. I'll definitely check out Champions like casually for sure. But now we gotta get to brass tacks. I think I actually have like a shot at chasing World's Invite as long as if I max out my locals and make another day 2. So I want to try to day 2 either LA or NAIC. I don't think I can make it Indy. I think it's going to be very difficult for me to do that, but LA and NAIC, I'm going to go to both of those. I want to try my best to day 2 and get pretty far in day 2, and then in the meantime, I do got to max out my locals. I've been studying, figuring out which ones I can go to. Dude, there was actually someone who someone asked for like my autograph. Someone asked for my autograph after the run. They were like, sign my Joltik.
My autograph is actually
yeah, my TEF talk after round 7 help for real. No, for sure, dude. Everyone who like just said hi and like cheered me on. Wow.
This was my first regional.
Crazy stuff, man. Magical weekend for sure. And then I think yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think I'm done. I think I'm done yapping for now. I think what I need to do is like the grind starts now. The actual grind starts now, because I won't have a shot at making Worlds if I don't at least have like another decent run at like LA or NAIC, and also max out locals, but that's a different thing. But yeah, oh my gosh. You know, these right here, we added to the trophy stack. This is the trophy stack of booster boxes I've earned, right? Wow. Okay, I think I might have to like, I don't think I'm gonna rip any of these, but I do have a Phantasmal Flames box over there that I could rip.